Heading to the crack house. Heading to the crack house.
Welcome to Minisode 48. I am your host, Fritz. As always, joined by co-host Mandaddy.
Hi.
And Angela.
Hello.
Angela has a really special story about this crazy mind trip she went on, and it wasn't influenced by drugs or...
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
I was totally fresh-minded.
Sounds like a nightmare.
And maybe some coffee from earlier in the day.
There's nothing wrong with coffee.
No, coffee's delicious.
Never been a drinker. Never been a coffee drinker.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Because I'm a bat, and so I don't have to wake up. I don't wake up early, so...
That's true. No, I had some coffee earlier, but I went to Tracy, who is Mandaddy's wife.
Hi.
And she is... Hi. Was that her? Was that your version of her?
No, that was just me chiming in.
And she's a magical sorcerer of good energy and making people feel good. I loved my session with her.
That's awesome.
It was an hour. We did massage, but then she also did Reiki on me, which is...
what is that?
It is energy balancing.
It's internal energy work.
Everyone has their own different ways of doing it, but Tracy puts crystals and stones on you, and you have an eye mask on.
Like in certain regions, like your armpits...
Well, on your chakras.
Yeah, on your chakra line.
And there
down
are
the body.
seven chakras, correct?
I think so.
Let's assume I don't know what a chakra is.
Chakra.
Yeah.
What is a chakra?
They're different energy locations in the body, and each one corresponds to a different energy and also a different aspect of your body.
Correct.
So like on your balls.
Which is
your ball chakra.
Which I believe is a very grounding chakra.
Grounding,
yes.
Depending on
the red
how
chakra.
old you are.
Yeah. I know. I don't know too much about it. I know solar plexus are yellow. Cool. I believe your throat chakra is purple.
I think so.
That's Mandaddy's chakra.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi.
You got your third eye and your crown, and I can't remember the other ones. Yeah. That's where she places all of the stones, and I'm not sure which one she did because I had a delicious eye mask on me. And apparently, as she was doing this, she was swinging a pendulum over me because Reiki is not actually physical touch. It's like moving energies within your aura. So there's no touch. So you really, unless you're opening your eyes, you really don't know what's going on. But as it was happening, I was having like lucid dreaming. I was seeing little mini dreams of things. And it was interesting because I didn't really feel tired or like that I was really falling asleep. I felt very present. But all of a sudden I would be transported. Like this little mini movie would happen and then it would go away and be like back in the room again. And then another little mini movie would happen of people I knew and situations, then it would go away again. And it was really weird because I would be like, I'm not tired, but why do I keep involuntarily falling into these like dreams?
Was it kind of like a surreal state?
Yes.
Like, did it feel like, what's it called when the sensory deprivation chamber?
I would assume it would be something like that. Wow. Yes.
Interesting.
Because I would be in it. Whatever these little mini dreams would happen, I would be in it. And then all of a sudden I would be very present back in the room with her. It was really interesting. And then as soon as she removed all of the stones and the crystals, it was normal again.
It's back to reality.
Back to reality.
Whoop, there goes gravity. Up.
That's exactly
Exactly. It was fascinating.
When you had a plate of mom's spaghetti and everything was great.
It was really, really... I'd never done Reiki before. I've had a good handful of massages, and she is phenomenal at that as well. It was just beautiful. Oh my God.
It's so funny when you're married to massage therapists, people are like, oh, you must get the greatest massages. And I'm like, what's the last thing you want to do when you get home from work?
That's exactly how I feel because, I date a former massage therapist and
reformed.
Yes. And it was exact same thing. I would feel terrible asking for a massage. It's like, that's what you did all day. So no,
they even put their hand on your shoulder and you like move into it a little bit like, come on.
Yeah, just maybe.
A little bit. Just
validate me.
There was a Seinfeld episode about that, wasn't there?
Oh, there was.
Yes,
And you just do that. You just kind of lean into it.
And, but she's magical.
She's
Her
amazing.
energy is beautiful and I felt great.
So would you recommend, and it's a Reiki?
Reiki.
How do you spell that?
Reiki.
Okay, Reiki Massage. So you would recommend that to someone who has never had that done to them?
Absolutely. It was phenomenal. It was really
Make sure you
cool.
know you're going to someone that is, because it's, Reiki is, you don't call it a mystic art or something like that because it makes it sound like Doctor Strange. But there's a lot of people that'll just say that, oh, yeah, I do that. Make sure you're with someone that's actually taken some sort of classes to actually try to attune themselves to it.
Yeah.
Because, I've known some people that were just real jackasses about it and try to use it as like a money-making scheme.
Sure.
Yeah. And so just be on the lookout for scams. Make sure you're going for someone because it's all about intent. So something like that, it's all about the person's intent and how grounded they are to help you.
And I felt her energy immediately. I think she's really good at what she does.
She's
meant to do what she does.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. She had a calling for sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
She's she's a great person and
horrible at choosing mates, but other than that, she's
great. But really good at picking cats too.
Oh yeah.
So that balances out.
Her husband's an asshole, but have you met the cats?
But the cats are great.
Full disclosure, that was not a plugola or a playola. Not that we care, but we're a local podcast in the Orlando, Florida area, and that was just something.
I'm not inviting any of you guys to my house.
No, God. Jesus. It kind of made me I was like, I don't know, that's weird. Using the pendulum and...
Yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea what she was doing.
It tells her where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pendulum helps her direct her energy.
It was really cool.
That's dope.
It's very cool.
And I felt something, and as soon as all of those accessories were removed, I was out of it. I mean, I felt it.
That's cool.
It was great.
Were you trying to work on a specific level or a chakra, or was it just something I'm just going to see what happens?
I was more of I want to see what happens. I'd never had that procedure done.
That's
and I kind
better.
of told her, I was like, I'm just kind of doing a little staycation. I just want some. And it's mostly about energy balancing.
Yeah.
So it's not really particularly that there's an intention of clearing anything. It is more just balancing things out.
That's cool as shit.
That's at least the
that's
idea
also
that I
kind of
got
like with acupuncture. It's all about correcting the flow of your energy.
Correct.
And so when you get I had to have acupuncture because I hurt my back really bad, and so I had 2 or 3 sessions, and the needles go in my hand and my foot. They don't go anywhere near your back.
But it's somehow connected.
Right, but it's
crazy,
3
right?
sessions, and I was walking like I had no problems.
Isn't it insane? Because I had the same thing with sciatica before, and it was the exact same thing. It was random pins in all these different areas, and it was and I got up from the table and I didn't have pain.
Yep. And it doesn't hurt that much when they put them in. It hurts a little bit because it's a needle, but then they tune it and they sit there and twist a little bit, and you'll feel a shock.
Yep.
When they hit where they get into your energy line. So they'll be sitting there with the needle and just all of a sudden,
cool.
It's messed up.
Neat.
That's dope.
What do you got for us, buddy?
Well, I have a spooky story.
No.
Yep.
What?
Yep. Apparently a couple of days ago, actually, the police department in Pueblo, Colorado, received a call at 3:30 in the morning.
Ooh, is that near the witching hour?
Yes, that is exactly the witching hour. Nicely done. 3 a.m., which apparently is the antithesis of the time during the day that Jesus was crucified. If you're into the religion, apparently it's 12 hours after, so it would be 3.
I understood
12.
there would be no math.
I don't know. I obviously don't know.
I don't know how to math.
So
not on vacation, you don't.
I just want to go ahead and play for you. This is the first 911 call that the Pueblo Police Department received. You'll find something striking in this audio.
Hello? Hello?
So they receive a call at 3:28 a.m. and as soon as they answer it, you hear that static, and then it abruptly cuts off. So they then recall that line, and they see that it is a business, and I will get into that later. They then recall the line just to see if anyone else would pick up, because obviously 911 in any state is an emergency, and the first thing they say is, "What's your emergency?" Then you can say, well, this isn't an emergency, but it's something you should check out. They then transfer you. So this was the 911 emergency line. They pick up static, and then abruptly that line gets cut. This is the rest of the 911 call.
So someone did pick up the phone, though.
Hello?
You hear that burst of static. They then called back and the phone was again answered with static, only to be set back down again and disconnected. The number corresponds to a funeral home. They dispatched officers who went to the location and concluded that no one was there, and also not only that, everything was locked up tight, so there was no activity on the outside, there was no cars parked there was no one inside. Because this was not a robbery or any kind of arson, things like that, they had to wait until the very next day. They did another courtesy call, went to the funeral home, told them that someone dialed 911 from inside of this place of business. 911 operators answered the call. It was received with static, hung up. They then called back, and the phone line was activated with static until it dropped again. The funeral home owner clarified no one was here, because of their locks.
No one alive.
And their security systems. So they corroborated that not only was nobody there, but you have the fucking police now responding to a call from a phone line of communication from this funeral home after hours. The Pueblo police then posted on their social media accounts, well, who knows, ... maybe it was a miscommunication. So they're even making light of the fact...
like, it could be like paranormal.
They have accounts now. It's now public record.
Yeah, that puts it up there. That shows it that they recognized it.
How amazing is that?
Oh, wow.
Nobody was in the place at 3:28 a.m. Surveillance cameras, nothing. But then a phone is ringing. It gets answered.
Ooh, that gave me the chills.
After making that outbound call. So there you go. That's what I have.
Yeah, if it was just the call, that'd be one thing. But the call and the pickup, that right there, that's weird.
It's really weird.
That's kind of creepy.
What you got for us, man, Daddy?
I got two movies saw over the week. One was pretty damn good, and the other was...
Let's start with the one that's...
Yeah, let's end on a high note.
It's called Upgrade. It's a movie that came out a few months ago called Upgrade.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like much like an upgrade.
No. It starts off really...
I was drinking, otherwise I'd be laughing. I was pained looking at you, like the beer center in my nose. I'm like, ow!
So sad.
Ow!
But it actually starts off with like a tear-jerking kind of scene with someone watching a loved one die, which is always fun while they're getting paralyzed.
Was it a Pixar film?
Yeah, that's how they would start.
Yeah, it's like Up, but funnier. God, that first
Upgrade.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that.
Points. That's
definitely points. That's definitely double
2 puns in a row. That's 1 point.
That's really good.
2 puns equal 1 point.
And so a guy gets paralyzed and gets the opportunity to use a new sort of technology. It's in the future. The film takes place in the future, and the technology goes into the spine. It's a little chip, and using that he can now move. But then eventually, without them telling him, the chip starts talking to him.
Oh, never a good sign.
Yeah, like, hey, what's doing? I'm the thing controlling you. And
what's up? My name's Scott.
Yeah, and he's trying, and it's a revenge flick, so he's trying to get revenge on the people that killed his loved one. And so the first time it happens, it's actually kind of cool. A fight scene happens, and the chip is like, just let me take control.
Oh no, that's like a Black Mirror episode.
And so he lets go and then just beats everybody's ass in the most insane ways. That's the best thing about the movie is the fight scenes. Just like fast forward the freaking fight scenes. But then they do it felt crowdfunded. The whole time I was wondering, was this crowdfunded? During the fight scenes, it tries to do like it just felt that way.
Too many cooks? Like too many ideas, too many...
Or just it seemed cheesy enough where it's like, okay.
Production?
Yeah, or just like, it seems like an idea that someone said, hey, we got an idea, we're going to film it this way, you give us the money to make it happen, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it was like
pretty
the fight pillowy, scenes, nothing much there to it.
Yeah.
The fight scenes have a kind of a nouveau bullet time style to it, kind of, but not that slow down thing, but it feels like a GoPro camera is stuck on the main character during a lot of the fight scenes, so the camera moves fluidly with the character, and it's cool.
Probably exactly what happened.
It seems exactly how they did it. Like there's a video called Bar Breaker by Prof, the rapper Prof, that came out a few years ago, where the whole thing is just a GoPro strapped to his chest pointing at him, and so the whole thing is done just from that perspective.
Interesting.
Oh, it's really great video.
November 9th, Luscious Lisa will be opening up for Prof.
What day of the week is that?
I don't know.
That's important.
You know what? I think it's a Friday.
Perfect.
I fucking hope so. Let's find out.
Because I think I'm doing a race on the 10th.
Nice.
Sure,
Well-
I just won't sleep.
It's a Friday.
Oh,
That's going to be fucking crazy, man.
Well,
that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
I've run hungover before. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's the type of movie that I think it'd be a lot of fun to watch with a group. If you got a bunch of your friends over, you basically do a riff tracks to it. I can see having a great time with it in that aspect. Me just sitting there by myself, there's just so much going, wah, ka,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
can see that.
like looking to the left and right, like, come on, right? And so I can see, you know,
That was amazing. God, no one else saw that. And
Genghis
that-
is like looking at me like, what? I'm a cat.
that's one of the downsides for us not having any kind of camera system in here is that you miss out on those pure gold moments.
We're all pretty
of,
animated people.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
of just man daddy going left
Let's,
to right.
let's get Twitch going on in here. Do what Tom and Dan are doing. Get the Twitch going on.
But we still only have one candle burning, so no one can see me.
You just see flashes of things.
I think
I
it's even
wrong?
creepier, actually.
Am
Yeah.
I wrong? Right now, there are 2 light sources, and they are leveled at the ground.
Yeah.
I'd say
To create
there's just
ambiance.
this one glass with like a burning roach in it that's kind of reflecting light a little bit.
That's fucking art, man.
Leave it to
like-
Angela to pull back the curtains.
2.5 lights.
But so upgrade, man.
Out of 7 man daddy beard
Jeez.
pools,
I give
how
it.
would you give it?
I'd give it a 3. You know, I think that's
Okay.
the lowest I've rated something. I mean, it's
Below
not horrific,
average.
and it's not horrific. But you know, the performances aren't wonderful, but the action is decent.
Well, out of okay, so out of 7, 4 is the median.
Right.
3 is below
Yeah,
average.
it's definitely I'd put it as below average.
Okay.
You know. Now
Okay.
the movie that I enjoyed a lot more was Life After Beth.
Ooh, I haven't heard of that one
It
at all.
came out a few years
Jinx.
ago, and it stars Aubrey Plaza, who is just spectacular.
I know, she's
she
great.
is spectacular.
Yeah.
What has she
And,
been in?
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. She's April.
Oh, the really cute brunette.
Yep.
Yes, it was really sarcastic.
Yeah, with the big eyes.
Yes,
Oh
yeah.
my God, she's my crush on that.
She's like
show.
a Zoe Deschanel mixed with like Daria.
Yeah, she's really great.
She's always dark,
Yeah.
always
Oh, she's
quirky,
great.
and she's got to play some of the greatest roles. The role she plays on Legion is amazing. If you haven't
I haven't
seen
seen that yet.
Legion should be on the top of your
Gotta
list.
watch it.
Legion is insane. 2 seasons. There's nothing like Legion. Legion will blow your head off.
What's her name again?
Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza. Okay, she was in the Zac Efron and Robert De Niro movies like Bad
Grandpa.
Yeah.
She's in that? Okay.
Dude, she is electrifying. Like, she's like so good looking and obviously magnetic, and she is just trying to smash Robert De Niro. And Robert De Niro is like, "You want to smash me? You think you can?" And it's just like this sexual tension the entire movie. And Zac Efron is like, "I know her, Grandpa. Stop!" Like, stop. And it's
I
like,
haven't seen this.
it's fucking ridiculous. Like,
Okay.
like, it was a free movie. I put it on, and like, so imagine Aubrey Plaza with her doe eyes and
Yep.
just super attractive, telling Robert De Niro she's gonna hit it. And Robert De Niro going, "Oh, you think you're gonna hit it? Because I'm telling you, you're gonna hit it." And Zac Efron's like, "Stop! Everyone, stop!"
Who's also very attractive.
Yes, exactly. Like, it's one of
For the
those
ladies.
but hearing Aubrey Plaza, I'm like, that's hot.
She's good for that. She's good for
great. She's great. She's
spectacular.
funny as fuck and witty. Oh my God.
that. Yeah, she's a good time.
There's
What
a
movie you
whole
want?
like thing that's going around Facebook actually right now is like all the best of her on talk shows.
Oh yeah.
And how awkward and
And-
how she changes the energy around, but it's like brilliant and
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. It's great.
She's awesome.
No, she really is. And she's freaking great in this movie. It's called Life After Beth. And it's one of those you don't want to give away too much. It's basically guy has girlfriend dies, guy is very sad. Guy finds out girlfriend crawled out of grave.
Jesus
And,
Christ.
Yeah,
Yes.
girlfriend crawled out of grave and is now the living dead.
So it's
And
like my boyfriend's back.
I guess that's,
It's flipped.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
a gender flip of that. But it's very good dark comedy. But good, really good cast. Just straight up. If you like zombie movies, this is a nice twist on zombie movies. Very funny. And if you like Aubrey Plaza, which who doesn't, then you definitely want to check it out.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I give it a solid, I'd say 5.5.
Ooh, okay.
You know,
It's good.
it's a lot of fun. Very solid movie. Enjoyed every second of it. The one thing about movies now is like, just keep me in it.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when all of a sudden I'm watching a movie and I realize I'm thinking about 4 other things, you know?
Yeah.
I like a movie that when it's over, you're like, wow, I was out of my life for an hour and a half or 2 hours, you know?
Right.
And so definitely it's a good watching. And so check out Life After Beth. If you got a bunch of friends over and you're all baked out of your mind, check out Upgrade.
So Upgrade again, 3 out of 7, so that's below average. Right. Average being 4. Right. You're saying Life After Beth is 5.5.
Yeah, 5 to 5.5. Yeah.
Cool. So nice. 6 is a great, and 7 is a
spectacular.
Can't miss.
Yeah. 7 is like you should be watching this right now instead of listening to me talk about it.
Which streaming service did you watch this on?
Life After Beth, I believe, is on Netflix now.
Okay.
And Upgrade, I got by other means.
You mean people create things for free, man, Daddy?
Yes, they don't.
How can people interact with things that are made for free?
That's how you could get in contact with us. If you want to interact with us, and I don't know how the hell you would want to, check us out on Facebook. Just look for @FortFritz. You can check us out on Twitter, and that's the Fort Fritz MCT. Or you can check us out on Instagram. That's Fort Fritz as well. And, of course, you want to listen to all the other stuff, because remember, these are just the minisodes where we talk about stuff just like all the other podcasts do. Much love to all our podding brothers out there.
Oh, my God. By the way, Orlando has one of the best podcast communities. Thank you guys so much.
So many great podcasts out there to listen to.
If you have any questions, please reach out to us.
Yeah, definitely. Talk to Fritz. He's the one who knows everything. I don't know crap. But also, if you want to listen to the full episodes where we get into the stories of the paranormal, we got sound effects. It's theater of the mind, very unique. So check out the full episodes. Those are on Libsyn and iTunes and YouTube and Stitcher and iHeartRadio. It's all over the place. Keep listening. Share it with your friends. Thanks for the love, because we love you here at Fort Fritz.